Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a phantasm of mind-rending challenges. You know, like Mom used to make. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. There's still time to take your seat as an audience member. Sit back, relax, and maybe die. Listen to me blabber on. Let's just get into the game. You'll figure it out as we go. Here's the first question. What was the name of that one Kid Rock song? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment. Welcome to the killing floor. Let's see if you can string some letters together. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights magazine. Don't be the person with the shortest word or you'll regret it. Do it, now! By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done. See what you could come up with. That's not how you spell that. A tie? That's not good for anybody. And you're dead. But keep playing, and I promise you can still win. Death is not the end. Here's the early scores, and yeah, this is about what I expected. How about this? How long should you boil a 1-pound lobster? Time's running out. Who picked this one? Only a ghost got it wrong. Lame. I've got more questions for you. Well, this question was clearly written by the moody high school kid who freelances for me. What ministry is responsible for maintaining law and order in George Orwell's novel, 1984? Who said this? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. And it's your turn now. Pick a chalice to drink from. Ah! I can't wait to see what gets picked! Good to the last drop. if you know what I mean. Now let's see what everyone drank. What? No one drank any poison? Mama told me there'd be days like this. This is the scoreboard again. I had thought about having a different scoreboard for each question, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices along the way in game development. Let's try another one. Who loses the building and loan businesses money that gets George Bailey in trouble in It's a Wonderful Life? Who said this one? The rest of you who are still alive, come with me. You're in luck! There's a big pile of cash in here. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. But hey, don't worry. Just talk it out with your friends and trust them. Let's see who was a jerk and who was a sucker. Sometimes betrayal is totally worth it. Aww, I'm gonna enjoy this. I should probably be sprinkling in more clues about my true identity. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, here's one. My name is not Brad. Here's another one. The Great Sphinx has the head of a man and the body of what animal? And the correct answer is this. Too easy. Alright, next question. Idi Amin was the ruthless dictator of what nation? And the correct answer is this one. Let's play a game. Let's play the finger cutting game. I hope you're not fond of snapping. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. I'm sure you'll do great. Commence cutting. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? I mean, you have to live with the consequences, but still. Let's try another one. What city's name means fragrant harbor in its native language? Who picked this? You're in for a treat. Ugh, look at this mess. I'm going to need everyone's help. There's blood all over this art. Memorize the pattern of blood. Alright, that's enough time. I've got the worst memory ever. I've buried so many bodies in this basement and I could not begin to tell you where they are. I mean, I used to mark each spot with like a popsicle stick or a little flag. Then I got on this cleaning habit and I swept everything up. And then I was like, darn it! All that stuff was there for a reason. Ugh. Anyway. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If anyone does better than you, I will be testy. Here's that art again, and here's what you did. You better hope you're dealing with a bunch of dummies. I knew someone would rise to the challenge. It's kind of weird that the other players wanted you dead, right? Like, they didn't even have that much to gain. They just wanted you dead. Let's try this again. If you've ever planned a wedding, you should know this. The flower commonly known as baby's breath belongs to which plant family? Who said this one? Let's go someplace fun. Let's test your memory. Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. And done. We have a little time to fill, so I'm going to take this opportunity and ask if anybody knows of a good natural deodorant brand. The aluminum in the big brands worry me, so I think I'm going to make the switch. Anyway, hit me up on email if you have any recommendations. Thanks. Yeah, but where were we? Oh yeah, from left to right. What was the order of the colors? If anybody does better than you, you will be much worse off. Because you'll be dead. Was that clear? And voila! Look familiar? How did you do? But did anyone do better than you? Now that's what I'm talking about. Killed by other players is probably the creepiest thing that can happen in this game if you think about it. Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Drummers. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If the ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. African nations. The ghosts are getting close now. Beware of the darkness. Countries that border China. Suffering awaits. Voiced by Frank Oz. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. mathematical machines. Hurry up! James Bond movies. That was too easy. German car manufacturers. Who will win? It all rides on this. Candy bars with nougat.
Hi! The party's downstairs. Come on in.
I was helping someone load his van. He threw me in, now here I am. I'm in his basement, cold and afraid, where a deadly trivia game is played. Though it's dark, I can kind of see there are others trapped down here with me. We're all dreading what he'll carry out. Then all at once we hear him shout.
Hey, welcome back. Let's go again. Okay now, first question. OMG, I feel old. Jonathan Taylor Thomas turned what age in 2016? And the correct answer is... who got it right? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment. Welcome to the killing floor. Do your stretches, mathletes. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you do the worst, you die. Let's go! Math, 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 math! You're mathing so hard right now. Math time is almost up. Brace yourself. You failed at math, so now you're subtracted. Ooh, look! Here's everybody's score. I put a lot of work into the scoreboard. Alright, next question. What are you eating when you eat capers? And the correct answer is this. The rest of you who are still alive, I have a surprise for you. Welcome back to the killing floor. Oh look, there's a pile of money on the floor. That's weird. I did have this earmarked for my trip to the wine country, but, oh, what the hell? Take as much money as you want, but take the most money or the least money, and you'll be sorry. Grabby, grabby. How much did everybody take? Uh-oh. The most greedy and least greedy must be punished. Price of Right rules will not save you here, people. Remember that. Back to the scoreboard. Next question. What is the correct order of letters at the bottom of a QWERTY keyboard? Who said this one? I have a surprise for you. Fight! 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 You can attack someone else. You can defend yourself. Or you could grab some money. And if no one gets hurt, I will still punish someone. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Life is full of hard choices. This is my favorite part, the moment right before the hitting. Whoops. If you attack someone, you best not miss. Your failure must be punished. You can check out the full explanation of the tiebreaker rules over on my website. Unless it's been hacked again. God, it really makes you feel so helpless when that happens. But what are you gonna do? There are just bad people in this world. Let's try another one. The H's in 4-H stand for head, heart, hands, and what? Who picked this? I want to show you something. I want to play a dice game. I'll go first. Whoa, now I need an assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy as you want. The Your terms have been set. Roll lower than me or you die. The dice were on your side. Don't blame yourself. It was blind luck. You'll get them next time. Who's the best serial killer? I am. Okay, where was I? Quick shout out to all my dead people. Sup, homies? Let's try another one. Here's something your grandchildren will be learning about in history class. What is Macklemore's birth name? And the correct answer is this one. Let's go someplace fun. Let's work on your vocabulary. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. But the person with the shortest word will be punished. Start poking those letters with your fingers. Let's see what you did there. Is that how you spell that? No. This will hurt. The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. Here's your first category. Western African countries. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Salads that contain hard-boiled eggs. Countries with capitals that start with D. Are catching up! Can you stay out of the shadows? Chewing gum brands. Here's another one. Bone Thugs and Harmony members. Here's another one. Novels written by women. Comes the next question. Events in the Decathlon. Oh, this is so close. A real photo finish. magic 8-ball messages. The shadows are coming. Countries that have green in their flag. Better get away fast. Here's another one. Tom Riddle's Horcruxes.
Hi! The party's downstairs. Come on in.
Wow, this is like deja vu. This is the second time I found a perfectly good Funyun in my couch cushion. Oh, and you're back. Great, let's go. Alright, first question. This in no way gives away our current location, but ORD is an airport code for which city? And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices. There are 6 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. I had a toast prepared, but nobody really seems interested. Oh well. Yummy, yummy. Now let's see what everyone drank. Let's face it, you would have drank poison at some point in your life anyway. I've seen people drink cinnamon shots before, but poison? That's a first. And here's your score so far. I've been calculating all of this in my head, so I hope it's right. I've got more questions for you. What pasta looks like butterflies? Who picked this one? Very good. Alright, next question. Which department does Dilbert work in? Who said this? The rest of you who are still alive, prepare for your punishment. Welcome back to the killing floor. Oh fun, a big pile of moolah. Take the money and I will kill everyone who didn't. But if you all take the money, then you all die. Huddle up and talk about your strategy, dingalings. Let's see who has any kind of moral compass whatsoever. What? Nobody took the money, but I wanted to use my new axe on someone. Welcome back to the scoreboard. The scoreboard is your friend. Here's another one. What are the people from Kazakhstan called? Who said this one? I want to show you something. We're going to play the finger cutting game. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's the opposite of difficult. Aim for the tendon. Looks like my puppies are eating well tonight. Hey, do you like the place? Originally I was gonna put a hot tub down here, but I was like, hey, you've been talking about a torture pit your whole life. You deserve it. Alright, next question. OMG, sometimes I feel so old, you guys. High School Musical came out in what year? Who picked this? Come with me. Uh-oh, this is a mess. This piece of art has blood all over it. I think I'm using the wrong type of lid for this jar of blood. I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. I saw a show on Discovery Channel the other day that said that most short-term memory starts to fade after just a few seconds. A few seconds! Yep. The longer you try to hold on to something you quickly memorize, the more your brain starts to misremember. Yep. The brain. She is a funny thing. Oh, wait. You have a game to finish. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Here's that art again. Let's see if you messed it up. Nature can be cruel to the weakest in the pack. Let's try this again. The Masonic symbol consists of a compass and a what? And the correct answer is this one. You're in for a treat. Let's do a little memory test. Memorize the pattern. Alright, let's put these away. Okay, we have a little bit of time to fill, so let me read you an excerpt from an interview Gary Sinise gave on the Tavis Smiley Show in 2011. His take on CSI New York. I have lots of friends who are wonderful actors. They like to be in my shoes, so I'm just gonna keep enjoying it. Okay, now back to the game. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? And for last place, I've got something you won't forget. Death. Which I guess you would forget, because you're dead. Hey, remember this? How much of it did you remember? It looks like you forgot what was at stake. How about this? Here's a question that's near and dear to my spleen. How many circles of hell are in the Inferno? Who said this? I have a surprise for you. It's loser wheel time! Nobody keeps the... Spin, spin, spin! What are the odds? Shut up. Don't answer that. Alright, next question. So I flunked chemistry class. Not because of bad grades, but for stealing sulfuric acid. Also, as it turns out, I wasn't actually enrolled in that school. Behind hydrogen, what is the most abundant element in the universe? Who said this one? Prepare for your punishment. Woo, woo, woo. Math alert. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. All the other players will be playing along too. And if any of them do better than you, I'll have to punish you. Math time. Let's go. Wow, this is just like watching A Beautiful Mind. I hate to say it, but math time is nearly done. You were the victim of a good old-fashioned math beatdown. I know I started this by pitting you against each other, but wow, your friends are ruthless. Only one player left alive, just how I like it. Glad to see you've made it here alive, but can you escape with your body? Here's your first category. Mushrooms. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Sherlock Holmes stories. Scrabble tiles worth 4 points or more. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. Foods you can eat on the paleo diet. Caribbean nations. Invertebrates. A few more steps. Countries on the Arabian Peninsula. Just 7 habits of highly effective people.
Hi! The party's downstairs. Come on in.
I was helping someone load his van. He threw me in, now here I am. I'm in his basement, cold and afraid, where a deadly trivia game is played. Though it's dark, I can kind of see there are others trapped down here with me. We're all dreading what he'll carry out. Then all at once we hear him shout, it's a trivia murder party, and I'm your crazy host. You better answer carefully or be turned into a ghost. There's no point in your running. You probably
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I gotta say, I'm loving this coffee table. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you need less of my voice in your life. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you like to sing. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you've ever been punched. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. The votes singled out. Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. The task was, raise your hand if you're wearing panties. Vote for the faker now. All the votes went to... Well, at least you were all wrong together. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you dislike dogs. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Talk amongst yourselves. Seriously, talk amongst yourselves and find that faker. Everyone suspects. Group mind steered you in the wrong direction. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you have a hidden tattoo. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the votes were for... The faker has been found. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point at the person who probably swears the most. Vote for the faker now. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. Everybody voted for... That is indeed the faker. Alright, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as days in a row you typically use the same bath towel. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. And the prime suspect was... You all got together and chose the wrong person. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. The task was, hold up as many fingers as times you've watched all of The Lord of the Rings. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Everyone voted for... You found the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A wrestling move, probably. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And everyone voted for... You all caught the faker. Hey, welcome back to Faking It. Let's go. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to pick one. It's going to be... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Point to the person most likely to refer to themselves as a foodie. Vote for the faker now. Everyone voted for... You all ganged up on the wrong person. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person with the worst memory. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. All the votes went to... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point at the person most likely to win a spelling bee. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. The votes singled out... Well, at least you were all wrong together. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point at someone who is probably a dog lover. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And the votes were for... Group Mind steered you in the wrong direction. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. the task was, point at the person most likely to win Jeopardy! Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Everybody voted for. You all got together and chose the wrong person. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers, with 10 being the most excited, that would represent your enthusiasm for going to a magic show. Vote for the faker now. And the prime suspect was... Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up as many fingers as extra ingredients you add to a typical cup of coffee. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everyone suspects. Group mind steered you in the wrong direction. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third number pressure task now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as people living in your home right now. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. It went right down to the wire. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A gift you got for your last birthday. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And the votes were for... You all caught the faker.